Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons.
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back it again with another. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, it's the social norm, man. Hey, today's episode 163, is called Checking Women. Now, a lot of y'all fellas don't really understand how important it is to check a woman. It really is. It's probably the most important thing to do in a relationship
Oh yeah,
for it to be successful.
it sets the boundaries, the standard.
Now, I think I can say for myself, I've struggled in the past with checking women in relationships before, and I have learned and mended my ways.
Yeah, I think we all been. Even me, in my marriage, I had to learn. I was lacking in that area.
Yeah.
So,
And I honestly can say when I this is why I say this, because I truly believe 95% of the time when relationships fail, it's because of the man.
yeah.
Now, we can all try to say, well, everybody plays a part, but the reality is it's because you didn't check her. When things was going wrong and you knew it in your gut, she gave you opportunity, because women always gonna give us opportunity. They're gonna give us opportunity because they do goofy shit. Okay, they try goofy shit all the time to try to get under your skin, to try to see what they can get away with, and that's the perfect opportunity to check her ass. But there's certain ways to check a woman. You don't gotta like before I started being a little bit more wise and understanding myself. When a girl would do something, my woman would do something I didn't like, I either didn't say anything and I built up inside like, or when I would say something, I'd snap on her.
Okay.
Fuck you always doing that for that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not the most, like, it's just like raising a child. There's ways to discipline the kid that is actually the best way. And for a woman, there's ways to check her to where she can still respect you and also love you in the same way. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
What's going on? Something wrong with your mic?
Yeah, it's good. We good now.
The
I got
mic
it.
checking your
I
ass?
got it.
So
I got it.
right now we're gonna watch this video about this guy. He's showing how to check a woman, and then we're gonna get back into it. All right, let's get it.
This is how you check your woman properly when she disrespects you or she violates you. Quick note, though, it's very important that you establish your respect early on in the relationship. You cannot allow bad behavior to fester and grow. You cannot allow disrespect. You cannot allow them to continue to violate you, because if you do, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse till ultimately they're going to cheat on you. If a woman does not respect you, she can never love you. All right, so an example, let's say she get in her feelings or she get upset about something and she call you a stupid motherfucker, which is very disrespectful, by the way. You should never let any woman or anyone call you out your name. You look her in her eyes and you say, listen, I don't know who you used to dealing with, and I don't even care. But on this island, on this boat, we don't do that. We don't disrespect one another. You're not going to call me out my name. I'm not going to call you out yours. A relationship built on disrespect will never last, and I'm not here to be stressed out, and I'm not here to let you ruin my life or run me into the ground. You're going to have to respect me. Do not ever do that again. You feel me? If she say anything other than okay or my bad or I understand, understood, my apologies, you remove yourself from the situation. Conversation is over with. If you on the phone, you hang up on her. If you at her house, you get up and you leave immediately. If she at your house, you kick her out and send her on by her way. You do not argue. You do not debate. You do not tongue wrestle about your respect. You say what you say and you stand on that, and you need to be willing to walk away if she don't respect that. You do not entertain her again unless she makes it clear that she understands that. Listen, if you want to learn the 3 secrets to making a woman fall in love, then click.
All right, that's enough of you.
Yeah.
Now, I'll give you credit. Dude definitely said some things that I agree with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and say
I
what you
know all the stuff he said back in the day. I never used to do any of that stuff. and
you paid the price.
I
didn't you?
really did.
Now, see, the thing is, this isn't just for relationships. This for all type of relationships. This is for friends, family, co-workers. You in life, fellas, you're gonna have to check people. You want them to understand there's a standard that you're gonna hold them on to how they treat you. See, if you just don't have any standards, people are gonna treat you the way they want to treat you, which is pretty much with no standards. They're gonna treat you like shit because you allow them to treat you like shit. Okay. And just like a woman, you need to set the standard because she needs to know which way the road we going on. Because otherwise, if you don't give her no direction, if you don't say what we gonna tolerate, what we not gonna tolerate, she's gonna just keep testing the boundaries to see how weak of a man you are. You know what I mean? And there's ways to where you have to look back and say, you know what? It starts off with something real slight, to where maybe you say something, maybe you like, oh, you know what? Your team playing, you go, this is my team. And she's like, oh, I want the other team to win. She's gonna go against what you want. That's a form of disrespect in a relationship.
Just to see where you at.
Just to see. It's so see, a lot of fellas would think that's not a problem. A lot of people would think that's not a problem. That she's going against you. You see it all the time where girls, they instantly want to go against your team or want to go against who you're rooting for to try to make you mad or whatever the case may be. She just want to be defiant. Okay, that's a form of disrespect, and you got to let her know right then that, hey, in this house, we root for this team. Got it?
Yeah.
Let her know.
Or get out.
You ain't gonna watch the game with me talking about you rooting for the other team. That's just not gonna happen. Not being my woman. Now I know a lot of guys be like, man, that's a little steep. That's a little okay. See, it starts with that. If you let that go, what's gonna happen is you're gonna start talking about things that you want to do in your life. And she's gonna play you on it because you've already didn't check her on that small thing, so she's gonna move the line and see how far she can go with it. You know,
slowly chipping.
What up, Danny? Shout out to you, man. What he said? Modern women act too masculine. Yeah, that's true. He said, what you allow will happen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you pretty much go from her going against what you're agreeing with. If you say it's up, she gonna say it's down. If you want to go left, she want to go right. No, we going the same way, or we ain't going at all. Then let's say you want to start a business, or you want to go to school. You be like, hey babe, I'm thinking about going to school back and do it. You ain't gonna. She do one of those. She downplay what you trying to do. Or try to discourage you about doing something. That's disrespectful. And you need to check her ass. Don't do that.
No, I'm just thinking about it all the time.
Oh, you know what I mean? You have to check her, and you have to check her in a way that understands like this won't be tolerated. Not that she's stupid, but the next step from her, that if you don't do anything, she's gonna name call you, dude. She's gonna say something, but she's gonna try to play it in a joking manner. You say something, she's like, yo, you so stupid. See, the laughter is her trying to
downplay.
Yeah, kind of throw it around you without you really realizing the insult.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Or you say the dumbest things. Those things like that means something subconsciously. She's not respecting you. See, you wouldn't. I'm telling you right now, this is how you know. I don't know about you, but people in the South, have huge respect for their elders.
Yep.
You don't call no adult no liar. You don't call them dumb. You don't say that, you know, they're stupid. You don't do any of those things. I don't care if you're joking or not. You don't say those things to your elders, okay? Because it's a form of disrespect. The same way, if you wouldn't do that to an elder, don't let your woman do that to you.
Exactly. I know I never got to the name calling part, but I know after a while it was just a constant. It was
I did.
no matter what it was. I could be like, I want some juice. And she would turn that into something. It was always a constant fight.
But see, that's the constant fighting. That's the conflict. That's the disrespect. Yeah. See, a woman is not that loves her man, respects her man, is not going to fight with him over petty things. She damn near not going to fight over things that ain't petty. But because a woman who loves her man is going to submit to him. She's going to agree with him and let him lead. But it goes as far as you saying, hey, babe, we're going to go here to eat today. She, I ain't want to go here. I want to go here. She going the opposite. She knows she likes the place you're picking. It's just the fact that you picked it. She's going to go against you. We've seen it. We got a friend right now who disrespects her man at every corner, every way she can, and to the point where she disagrees with him just because she knows he's going to allow it to happen. And like that video, he said, the more you allow her, the more shit tests she give you, and the more you fail at them and don't check her, the more she's going to take it a step further. To the next step is her publicly embarrassing you, talking down to you in public, in front of your friends, talking down to you at a Walmart when you're in line, whatever case may be. I've seen it. It's disgusting. I remember one time I was doing my laundry beans, and this white lady, and I mean, the white lady was big and sloppy. She was like, just not even a pretty woman. And the man she was with was pretty much identical. Mm-hmm. Big, sloppy, not that handsome. She was talking down to him like a dog. Man, she's like, you're so stupid. Everything you do, you just always fail at everything. Da-da-da. And I'm seeing this guy. He's just defeated. His shoulders are slumped. He's got his head down. He's just taking it. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is why white men kill you, white bitches, every time. This is why and I'm not saying black women don't degrade black men sometimes, but see, a black man after a while is gonna yoke a motherfucker up.
Yeah,
because he can't take it no more. He's gonna yoke her up. He's gonna say, and that's the wrong way to check a woman. That's the way where you're out of control, because you might yoke her up, and if she got any more fight in her because she don't realize you've been a bitch this whole retirement relationship, she might swing on you.
Yeah,
she might swing on you because she don't feel like you real. And the thing about checking people is this: you do it immediately. If you wait weeks, months, years, it's going to take weeks, months, and years for people to believe you. See, if I'm gonna give you an example, and this is just real talk. Let's say me and Beans. Now, we already know the unofficial rule for a man: you can never call another man a bitch.
Nope.
You call another man a bitch, instantly hands is supposed to be getting put on somebody. Mm-hmm. We all know this. It's unofficial, but it's official. And we all know this as men, so that's why we don't do that with each other. But let's just say I didn't know this man, and we met, and I called him a bitch. And he didn't check me immediately. And I kept calling him that for weeks and months. Now, all of a sudden, you check me. Do you think I'm going to listen to what you're saying?
No.
Initially, now I might listen after you put hands on me every
time
from then on. Yeah. But you're going to have to put hands on me a few times for me to believe you ain't no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I've had that happen where people I've said things to people and they never did nothing. And then when they stop saying that to me, I'm like, man, you ain't gonna do nothing because you didn't check me the first time. See, when somebody say something slick, when you first meet them, you say, hey, yo,
Don't play with me like that, dude. You don't know me.
Yeah.
Now they got to make a move. They either got to respect what he just said, or they're gonna have to challenge it. Because now he say, "Look, I told you, don't talk to me this way. We're gonna have a problem." Hey man, my bad. I ain't mean no harm. I'm you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if you just the ignorant motherfucker, and then now this is the thing, fellas. When you check her, just like he said, you tell her, this won't be tolerated. You don't talk to me like that ever. I don't know who you think I am. If she don't agree right then and there, you leave.
Yeah.
You have to show women through actions. You got to make it where if you don't want to agree with what I'm doing and where I'm going with in life, you got to get off the bus.
Exactly. And that's another thing I had to learn, just not be afraid to leave.
Too many of us are afraid to let go of a relationship immediately as soon as something goes wrong. There's so many women out there in the world. You got to think highly of yourself to the point where you like, yo, you need me. It ain't the other way around.
Exactly.
You know, now I'm not saying be disrespectful to women, but you need to hold yourself at a high regard to where you know, look, lady, if you don't want to follow what I'm saying, there's the door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you. And guess what? I'm going to call the next girl. What's up, y'all? Because guess what? I know I'm a quality catch. I know what I can bring to the table. So the reality is, if you don't want to see that, then you're the one missing out. And that's how you got to see it. Don't see it as we've invested this long. I don't give a fuck if you've been dating this girl for 10 years. The day she start being disrespectful and you check her and she still want to be disrespectful, that's the day y'all end y'all relationship. Mm-hmm. She the only reason somebody would ever be disrespectful to somebody is because you've done something to lose respect. And the only way you really can lose respect is not being the man of your word.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Lying, being deceitful, all those different things. If you say you're going to do something, do it.
And stand on it.
And I'm telling you this because of my own experience. Beans knows I was dealing with a girl I let come back in my life over and over and over. And every time, to the point where I caught her making fun of me. Okay. Mm-hmm. Calling me in a text. It was either a text message. It was a text message or a video. A video she had made. She had made a video that she said she didn't, but she probably was sending it to her friends or something like that, talking shit about me.
Wow. See, I didn't know. You didn't tell me.
I never told you that. And mind you, she came back into my life still doing what I wanted her to do. So I didn't trip on it. But the reality was I should have let her ass go then.
Yeah. But
I didn't because I was getting certain things that I wanted from her. But the reality was she lost respect for me for letting her come back into my life.
Yeah.
And then go ahead.
I think that's like growing pains. I think we've all done it. I told you this story how my ex-wife went out with her friends.
Yeah.
And they gassed her up.
That can happen.
And she came home talking shit to me. Now I was like, yo, what? Now it got to the point where I kicked her out. I was like, you got to go.
Okay.
Like, your ass got to go. Now.
So you charged her.
Yeah.
You told her
you got to go. Now, at that point, I should have never took her back. I should have been like,
what was she saying that made that made you be like, yo, I gotta check your ass?
She was like, I run this, you ain't shit without me and all this. I was like, yo, what the
ladies, don't get yourself fucked up. And what I mean is your relationship fucked up listening to these women who don't got a man.
Exactly.
Okay. Misery loves company. Their subconscious is trying to get you in the same boat they're in, which is was manless.
Exactly. And I warned her about that too. And she tried it one more, and I kicked her out. I think it was like 3 or 4 days. I didn't even.
So how many times you gonna kick this woman out?
Well, I only did it once.
Okay, and she tried it again when she
and
came
she
back.
tried it again. I think a few months later. I said, "Remember what happened to your ass last time? You tried this shit. You better."
So
fall
you
back."
just let her reminded her instead of
Yeah,
just
like,
saying
yeah,
it's over.
And she shut it down.
Mhm.
But I should have just been like, you know what, going
Because
somewhere.
it's disrespectful. It's you're showing a woman shows her true colors of what she thinks of you
Mhm.
by trying your ass, but she'll only respect you if you check her.
Exactly.
And you got sometimes depending on what type of value she brings, how hard you got to check her. If she's just a little jump off, and she see that's what. And let me just preface this: the one I was talking about was a little jump off,
Mhm.
but still, so she wasn't even that. I wasn't even that super invested with her, even though we had been talking for some years, and I should have let her go then. But I was still in that mode of, well, it's something that's easy.
Yeah.
But I lose my own self in doing the easy act. Being a man's is not easy.
It's really not.
Okay. Being the leader is not ever going to be easy, but it's necessary. If you as a man are letting women talk to you disrespectfully, treat you, I get okay, Roger. Now, remember you came with me to meet my friends. He met a couple of my friends that were females that I went to college with.
Mhm.
Okay, now mind you, one of them I went to college with brought her sister. She's married and has kids. They're both from California. They have a certain type of demeanor that is very aggressive.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And they try to clown me a lot when we're there. And you tell me what you thought.
Well, I didn't. Well, the thing is about it, you warned me before
Yeah.
they said, they talk a certain way. Now, if you hadn't warned me, I would have been like, yo, what is going on with you?
Yeah.
I would have been like, yo, we should leave, man. Like, why you let them talk to you like that?
Yeah. And I think they've always done that. And I never thought about it till recently that I should have nipped that in the bud of how they talk to me.
Now, here goes my thing. Now,
More Jessica than the other one.
okay, I'm trying to remember what the one sitting next to you or the one
The one that was on that was
at the end.
Yeah.
Now that was the married one at the end.
That was the
right?
married one.
Okay, that I understand. Now my thing is,
Go ahead.
I took the way you explained it. I took it as okay. This is what they do. This is their banter. This is what It's all in good fun. Just going by the way you explained it to me. That's why I didn't think nothing of it when they were going at you like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think about it, and I'm like, you know what? They are harmless in a sense, but they do talk in a form. See, now I will give it to them.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, you did.
I will check them to a certain point, but I let them be. I don't let it bother me when they say certain things. Now, if it's something that's straight disrespectful, like them calling me cheap, I don't care about that. You can call me cheap. That's your version of it, motherfucker. I'm paying my own bills, so you can't tell me I'm cheap.
Well, my thing is, I did think they were going a little. I was like, okay, I think they go a little bit too far with this.
But that's just the old. Mind you got to realize these are people that met me in college when I didn't have no fucking money in the first place.
Yeah, and that's
and they didn't have no damn money. So it's like it's funny how women can be broke and a man can be broke, but for whatever reason, a woman looks at him as
he's
the failure.
Yeah, he's the bum.
He's the bum, even though they both in the same boat. We both ain't got no jobs. We both students, and we both ain't got no damn money.
But see, here go the thing. This is the thing I know about that conversation too. They called you cheap, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of the dinner, they wanted you to pay for stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and I told you what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. They tried to clown me about so-called what they wanted to perceive as a date with their sister. When I went out to California, me and my mother, mind you, my mother, they live out in California. I met up with them. Me and my mother were going to a Lakers game. And my mother was enjoying their company. So she said, "Do y'all want to go to the Lakers game with us?" Sure. Now, my mom, I want to say she's trying to say that she bought her own ticket. I believe my mother bought the tickets. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure my mother bought those tickets for all of us.
Gotta go back and verify.
I'm gonna have to find out from mom. But y'all gotta realize something. Where we from, I live in Buffalo, New York.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo, New York is a very cheap city to live in compared to the rest of the United States. So I'm not used to LA prices. So we go to this Laker game, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to get something to eat and drink. She says, "Oh, you ain't gonna give me no drink?" Now, mind you, me and this girl sat near each other. My mother and the other girl sat near each other. So it kind of felt like a date.
Okay.
But it wasn't a date. So I said, "Yeah, I'll get you a drink." We get up there, and I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck am I looking at? These prices, y'all, or some damn dude. This shit felt like I was in Mars right now." A beer was like $20. Okay, mind you, I'm coming from a place where a beer was like $3, $4. Beers were like $20, or maybe like 15, $18, and a cocktail drink was like $20, $22. So now I'm looking at the bill. It's almost $50, $60 for two drinks
off rip.
And I'm like, yo, this is crazy to me. I'm not doing that. But I was like, yo, I said I'd buy her something. I said, what you want? And she was like, I want this cocktail. And I was like,
of course they go to.
And I'm like, yo, you I ain't gonna lie to you. I asked her, I said, you sure you don't want a beer? Yeah, I'm getting a beer. You don't want a beer? She's like, no, I don't drink beer. Okay. I bought her the drink. Now, once again, I bought her the drink. Reluctantly, even though I didn't want to pay for the shit, I was like, yo, whatever. You know what? I said I'd do it. Here you go. Fast forward, I think I ended up knocking a drink out of her hand.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Not like, fuck you, bitch. It was more like, oh, yeah, what up? Oh, snap, it fell. She gonna look at me like, you gonna give me another drink? No, I ain't give you another damn drink. I ain't want to get that drink. I'm not my dude. I'm still out here on vacation. I got a budget. Exactly. So I'm not about to spend on this. Now, fast forward, we talking about now. This is years later. We here. He's meeting my friends. We're talking about that day. She gonna say, "Look, boo boo, if you couldn't pay, I could have bought you a whole meal and drink and everything."
Well, then why didn't you?
That's what I said. I said, so why didn't you then? See, women can talk a good game about what they could do. I could pay all my bills by myself. Why don't you then? See, you can't do something and then try to say you would do something different. No, you did exactly what you was going to do. You wasn't going to offer me nothing because you didn't offer. And if you acted like you had it, you should have did it if you had it like that. I didn't. So I wasn't going to try to front. I'm not a poser. I never been the type to try to act like I got money that I don't have. You know what I mean? Now it wouldn't have been an issue, but back then it was.
Oh yeah.
All right. So then fast forward, finishing the dinner. They brought, now mind you, this is me, Beans, my friend, her sister, my friend's kids, which is she had two of them, and then their nieces. Their daughter. So it's 3 kids, her, me, and Beans. They go and order appetizers, food, whatever. I order my salad and whatever. And at the end of the day, guess what they did? So you gonna pay for our appetizers?
I know. I looked at them, I'm like, wow.
I looked at them. Now, old me might have done that when I was trying to prove this. Don't get fooled, fellas, with letting women try to defame you, talking about you cheap, you this, you that, to try to manipulate you to do something they want you to do. Stand on your own principles. I looked dead at her face, and you can confirm, Beans, and I said, hell no. Your ass married with kids. Had your husband pay for them damn appetizers.
Yeah, I remember.
And they was like, they were shocked, but they almost was like, I respect it.
Yeah.
They couldn't say nothing but that because it was like, yo, you tried me, I checked you because I'm not that dude anymore. You're not gonna play me for money or any other things. Now, will they play dudes? 100%. That's what they do.
Yeah.
But they play who willing to get played. I'm not gonna pay for a woman who's married with kids
Exactly.
for food that we were meeting out. It wasn't like I invited you to come to see me. You came to our area to go see the Niagara Falls, and I offered to say, "Oh, if you're in this area, we can go get some lunch." Then that's all.
Yeah, we were headed to do something else.
Yeah, we were headed to go film or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but she still had to try, and that was fine. And then at the end of the day, we still was cool,
Yeah,
and we took pictures, and she joked around, you know, you my baby daddy, all that kind of jokey shit. But the reality is, I'm not that dude anymore. And fellas, you gotta be comfortable. It's not always comfortable doing that when you first start off.
Yeah.
But
They're gonna try to goat you too.
They're gonna try to.
With that, oh, if you broke, just say that. That's
they love that.
That's a national anthem right there.
Oh my God. If you can't afford something, just say that. I am saying it by me not doing it. My actions show I'm not doing it. You know, I get that all the time. And the stigma of cheap, for whatever reason, all you gotta do is get like 10 women to say you're cheap. And everybody else who never dealt with you in any bill or nothing will say you're cheap. I know you're cheap because people told me you're cheap.
Yeah, you
do. I got
no offense, you got that stigmatism somehow.
You know why I got that stigmatism? Because when we first started working at the jail, a female who is, you know, and I know, she's very well known when it comes to making dudes spend money on her. Okay. And we were talking about dating, and I said, when I date a woman, if I go on a first date with a woman, I don't spend a lot of money. I try to do something that's reasonable, that I don't invest a ton of money on, because it's me meeting her for the first time. I don't want to put that much money invested in a date that I'm just meeting somebody. That's just me.
That's true.
Especially if you're a man who dating multiple women. If you're dating multiple people at a time, you don't need to be, fellas, don't break yourself for no woman. Okay? Chase the money, but go ahead and this is my rules. You know, it's been my rules since day one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at dates between $20 and $40 for a first date. Now, a lot of people will be like, yo, $20 and $40, how the fuck you getting away with that? Go look it up, dude. There's happy hours. There's buy one, get ones, you know, drinks and food and appetizers, half off appetizers on certain days. Tuesdays, where we from, half off movies, half off popcorn. There's little dates you could do. You could take a woman to the beach. All you gotta do is go buy a little $20 bottle of wine or something, get some 2 glasses, sit at the beach. That's a date.
That's true.
You ain't gotta go ham and spend $200-$300. But see, she gets men. A lot of women can make men feel like this is the only way I can achieve you. I can only get you if I spend a whole bunch of money. That ain't nothing but an honorary trick. You an honorary trick if you got to spend money to get a woman. I ain't talking about taking a woman on dinner. Okay, that's some normal things. Yes. Okay, buying a meal for a woman is normal, but going to a super fancy restaurant to have to spend on a woman, or going and taking flights and trips and all that other nonsense to get a woman to like you, that's tricking, dude. That's what that is. Y'all can go ahead and run and play it, rewind it. That's tricking.
And it never ends good.
Well, you might get the pussy, but you're not gonna get the respect. She's not gonna respect you.
No, and the next man with more money
is gonna get the same thing.
He's gonna get the same thing.
So I'm trying to say, fellas, you are good enough.
That's true.
Okay, by yourself, you good enough. If she don't like that, keep it pushing. Don't lower your self-worth to try to make her want to like you. She shouldn't have to. If she don't like you by just you being you and your demeanor and your swagger of you just being yourself, then move on, bro. Don't try to trick somebody into liking you. You can't never, matter of fact, you can't trick nobody into liking you.
They won't like you.
They'll fake like they like you. Oh, he's so, yeah, you're so funny. Then guess what? As soon as you walk away, she in the phone like, yo, she go to the bathroom. This dumb motherfucker, he think I like his ass. He about to take me to Ruth's Chris or wherever fucking fancy restaurant. Yeah, I'm about to get me a meal. And guess what she gonna do? She gonna take her fucking phone. She gonna record that she at Ruth's Chris. She gonna record a meal that you paid for. She gonna act like this is her. She's just doing this. She can travel. She can eat. She gonna do all this. And guess what's gonna happen? Other dudes gonna be like, yo, she a baller. She do that. Man, she ain't shit. She using you.
We see it all the time. Especially
all
online.
The time.
Women dating men just for free meals.
And
don't even like to do.
Now, like I said, if you know you a trick, if you know that you don't have the game or you don't have the mouthpiece to talk to a woman to get her to like you just off of your charisma, and you don't even want to try to build yourself up, and you just say, fucking, I got money, I got a lot of money, I'm just gonna spend on these women, and I'm gonna get what I want out of them, and that's what you okay with that? That's fine. That's fine. But just know if the money ever leave, the women leave.
Oh yeah, 100%.
If you ever get in a fucking accident, like some damn Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and the money gone, your woman taking the money, you gone.
And that's the thing, and that's the crazy part. That's a prime example right there. He left a good woman for the woman who was about his money.
Yeah,
and then when, like you said, when money left, the woman who was really down for him
was like, yo, it's a wrap.
Came back.
Yeah. She came back, but she came back with hell's fury on your ass.
Yeah, he had that coming though.
All right, let's watch another video real quick, y'all. I think it's the same. Is this the same? You sent me something else? I'm hoping it's not the same video.
No, this is about
an established authority over a girl. Because if you don't have that, the check-in is not going to work at all. And two, she has to earn the relationship. Because if she didn't earn the relationship and you just freely gave her the relationship, like your relationship, your time, your validation doesn't mean nothing, and you just so in need of a girlfriend, then when you try to check her, it's not going to work because she already know that you're low value and you're desperate for her. You've already given her the power. And the last thing that the guys need to understand before I get right into this and get more deeper is that you have to reward good behavior. If you don't reward good behavior, like for an example, let's say you got a boss that every time, you do something bad, he always checking you, he always saying something and critiquing you and all of these other things. But when you do the good things, he says nothing about those. It's the same way. So if you're not rewarding the good behavior, she's not going to be receptive to when you're critiquing her bad behavior. You have to.
Okay. That's real talk.
Yeah.
That's real talk. You know what? Because I was talking about this today about like disciplining children and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a known fact. There's many ways of disciplining somebody. You can punish them.
Mm-hmm.
You can take something away from them,
spank them.
You know what I mean? But they say when training a person or animal, the best possible way you could do it is by giving them a treat, giving them a reward. Not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But sparingly.
It's called positive reinforcement.
Exactly. And so when a woman does something that you like, you have to check her positively. You have to let her know, hey, babe, that meal you made was great. I love it when you cook. Mm-hmm. Babe, you know what? I see you wearing that dress. You doing it today, boy. I don't even know if I want to let you out the house. Little things like that lets her know I need to continue to do these things because he enjoys it. But like he said, when you check a woman, she's only going to listen to a man who check her if he earned that respect. Mm-hmm. Meaning, see, when you spend money on a woman all the time just to get her to want to be around you or be around you, you didn't earn that woman. What you did was you paid for her. Earning her is you just spending time with her. Mm-hmm. And getting to know her and letting her just want to be around you. She want to be around you so much that she like, yo, I can't not not have this man in my life. I need to be around him. Let's get in a relationship. She's trying to push the relationship because she understands, yo, but you don't, the same, somebody said this today. You remember one of our boys at work, he said, a woman will toy with a man and make him earn sex from her.
Yep.
And in the same sense, a man toys with a woman and makes her earn a relationship or a marriage.
Yeah.
Now,
100%.
yeah, because if you're gonna make me wait to get the goods, I'm gonna make you wait to get my goods, which is a relationship with me.
Exactly. The resources.
Yeah. You're gonna have to put the work in and earn it.
Yeah, because because I said I saw this on TikTok where a woman says, well, I'm gonna wait, you gotta wait 90 days for me to have sex with you. And the dude was like, okay, well then you're gonna wait 90 days for me to spend money on you.
See, my question is this though. Okay, if you tell me I gotta wait 90 days to get the buns,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm gonna wait 90 days and I'm gonna get the buns and then I'm gonna be gone.
I know.
You don't. You understand how logical? Don't give a man a time frame to get something. That'd be like saying, "Look, I'm gonna give you a raise. I'm gonna pay you double pay if you stay a year.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna stay for that year.
I'm gonna give you a $10,000 check if you stay for a year. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stay for a year, get that $10,000 check, and then I'm gone.
Exactly.
You don't do that. You should just let it be natural. If you want to have sex with the man, I wouldn't say go do a one-nighter.
No, definitely don't do that.
Don't do a one-nighter because now we questioning your judgment. You don't know me. The first time you meet me, you just give it up. So we all know as men, like we might have egos, but we know we ain't that damn special.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you out here.
Yeah, you started looking like that was too easy.
A week, I'd say probably by the third or fourth date is fair. We can still build something.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Okay, but this is what and this is kind of leading into something. Right now, we have some women out there who are either virgins or born again virgins.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the virgin because I'm the born again. I got a whole nother thing for you. The virgin and we live in 2023. After 30, if you a virgin, you're weird, ladies. I'm sorry to tell you. Men look at you weird when you're after 30 and you are still a virgin and you ain't married.
And the thing is that goes for both sexes too. I had a friend who was
it's worse for men.
Yeah, he was
which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, because it's not a bad thing to be
crazy that men get looked at even more weirder to be a virgin at over 30 and up. Because let me tell you why. It would be more common for a man to be a virgin over 30 than it is a woman.
Yeah. Because women grant access to sex.
Exactly. So really, the woman being a virgin is 100% a choice. Yeah. The man being a virgin could be a choice, but more than likely, it's he don't have the opportunity.
Exactly. Because, like I said, a friend of mine, he was, I think, 27 at the time. Mm-hmm. And I was like, bro, you never
did you feel it? Did you touch it?
Did you smell it? Did you even see one? Like,
okay. But my question is this. I talked to this girl. She was 38 years old. Mm-hmm. She said she was a virgin. She believes all her 5 or 6 other sisters are virgins too, but I told her that's a lie, but you just don't want to believe it. But regardless. And I said, you're 38. Do you want to be married? She said, yes. I said, do you want kids? She said, yes. I said, unfortunately, the reality is you're probably not going to have kids.
Yeah, it's too late in the game.
Unless you start having some sex.
Like right now.
Because y'all tell me, fellas, put in the comments and tell me, hey, are you dating a 38, close to 40-year-old woman who's a virgin and going to date them to where you're not going to have sex with her until you get married? Now,
I don't see anybody doing that nowadays because you don't have to wait for that stuff anymore.
You don't. And this is the thing that I want ladies to understand. And the fellas who think like this. They like, oh, you know what? I'm trying to be like how it was back in the day. Men married women before they, until they, when she was a virgin, got married, then they had sex. Guess what? I don't think you understand the dynamic of what that was back then. See, you're trying to compare what it is now versus what it is and still trying to make the same rules. Back then in the old days, in the, whatever time, men didn't get an opportunity to be around women alone.
That's true.
There was no time they would have to sneak it to be around each other.
Exactly.
And even if they were, every time a man came into the picture to see a woman, he had to be chaperoned by their by their sister, by the mother, the father, something. Every single time. There was never a time if he was found out to be hanging out with her without him, his ass was going to be in some trouble.
Yeah.
And her ass was going to be in some trouble too.
And on top of that, let's say they did have sex and they found out. They had to get married.
100%.
There was no question about it. It was the father would be like, okay, well, when the wedding on?
You're getting married now.
Yeah, that's the shotgun wedding.
And guess what? If you didn't, he would kill him. He would kill him.
Yeah, you would have to.
So that's what a shotgun wedding was. He literally would put a shotgun and be like, yo, you're getting married and you're going to live her.
Today.
So what I'm saying is this. A man would court a woman for maybe a month at best, maybe less, but a month, no more than 2. And guess what? He'd ask his her parents for a hand in marriage. They would say, okay. Their parents would map up the agreement, and guess what they did? They got married. She moved in with him. He built the house. They was off and running. He had complete responsibility to her. She's his problem now. That's how that worked.
Yeah.
Can't come back to the mom and daddy house. He's yours. You're his. Good luck. Go start a family. Nowadays, women are confusing that and thinking we can court and I go and spend money on you and take you out on dinners and do all this and we go on trips and we're in a relationship for a year, 2, whatever, and then we're going to get married and then we're going to have sex. If you think men back in the old days waited 2-3 years to date a woman, court a woman, and then marry her, you're crazy.
No, it's not happening.
I'm telling y'all for a fact, men waited at best 30 days. Because if after 30 days, a man is moving on. He's going to something else. Are we not built to be going this 2-3 years celibate that y'all try to put on a man? And I'm not saying that a man can't do that if that's his choice. Mm-hmm. But I'm telling ladies, if you want to be this born again, let's get the born again Christian. If you've had sex, stop it with this. I'm gonna be a virgin till I get married, because you ain't no virgin no more. There's no such thing as a born again virgin. If you don't want to have sex until marriage, understand something. You've already disrespected that man because you gave up your virginity to somebody you didn't marry. Now you want to put a rule on a man that you're supposed to be marrying. Why not just offer yourself to a quality man, right? Mm-hmm. And then keep dealing with him. That's it. And wait till he decides to make a move to marry you. You'd be better off than trying to force, I'm not going to give up what I feel I have till you give me everything I want.
And that's the thing they don't understand too. He could date you, but he could be getting it from somewhere else.
Exactly. So are you really getting all of him? If you're dating him and he's giving you what you feel is good, he's giving you the emotional feeling. See, that's the problem that women don't realize. A man who's dating a woman who's not giving him sex, he's giving her the benefit. Not saying women don't like sex, but they don't need it like a man needs it.
No, they don't understand that.
They don't understand it. A man can't function when I say a woman gives sex. Because think about it. Every time a woman and a man have sex, let a man and a woman just keep having sex over and over. They both busting nuts. They both feeling good. At some point, she's going to feel like she needs more than that. Mm-hmm. Why? because she don't value that as he does. He comfortable with just the sex. I'm getting what I want. I ain't buzzing nothing. I can go about my day doing. No, she feels devalued because she feels she's giving him something,
I gave this up.
and I'm not getting
I'm not getting
the relationship. I'm not getting the security. I'm not getting the children. I'm not getting the house, the car, I'm not getting provided for. That's what it is. The natural instincts come out, ladies. You're not getting provided for. So that's why you feel cheated when you keep having sex with side dudes and all this other stuff, and you ain't getting no marriage out of it. So you can go ahead and be religious, and I'm not knocking anybody with religious thoughts if you want to be, but understand you can't let that kitty out the box and then talk about I'm putting it back in and I'm not doing it until I get married, because what's gonna happen is you gonna miss out on your good years, and you gonna be 38 years old talking about, and your standards gonna get higher as you get older.
Yeah,
because you're gonna get more hurt and more, I'm not accepting this, I'm not gonna accept that. You get stuck in your ways, and then you finally be like, yo, I wasted all this time setting on I'm only gonna get married to somebody till they gonna marry me before they get any of this.
I know women who are still virgins. They got it, man. She got to be like 55 or something like that.
God damn.
Still
and this is why I say it sounds weird, because after 30, every 5 years, you get more stranger and more scared of actually doing it. You think a 55-year-old woman who never had sex she's terrified of sex because she's so older and so out of tune with doing anything. It's like driving. If the older somebody gets to never drive, the more they get fearful of it, because they're like, I should have learned this when I was 15.
Yeah, got all of it out of the way.
Exactly. Jump on that train and just do it. Because I'm telling you, I'm not saying just have meaningless sex with somebody. Meet somebody you like, give them about a month. If a dude's still around after a month or two and he ain't changed up, he's still being a good dude, I think you should give him some sex. I really do. Because you know you like the dude. You know you want to have sex with him, but you're scared. You're scared that he's gonna leave. Well, damn it, if you're gonna put him between a rock and a hard place, he might leave.
He's gonna leave anyway.
Or he's not gonna give you himself. He might deal with you to a degree. We might hang out and do certain things, maybe get some dinner or whatever. You're more like a friend at that point. But when he goes,
that's exactly what you are.
That's all you are. You could, and I'm like being honest, like you could kiss and do all that, but if you're not doing any grown people things, he gonna move to somebody who is giving him some grown people things. I mean, that's just human nature. I mean,
and my thing is, and I said this about women before, they will have the answer and still won't believe it. Like, if you're doing something for years and it's not getting the results you want, why are you still doing it?
Because they want to put a square into a circle. They don't give a damn about if it works as much as they want it to work, because they're stubborn. They're set in their ways.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's like if a dude, he kept using the same pickup line, and every time the girls are like, ugh, he just know this pickup line gonna hit eventually. Why you keep using that sorry ass pickup line, dude? Use something else. Be original.
Exactly.
But women, you know,
you're right though, being about the scare part, because we do know somebody who's
it's fucking weird now at this point, dude.
Terrified.
He's terrified of it. Nobody might say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
He might never admit it, but he's terrified.
He's terrified. He is. And we're not dogging this dude, because
I feel bad for the man.
I do. I think of him as a friend, and I just like, dude, I said, you never want to. You never.
Everybody was scared when you're a kid. When you first, I don't care what man says this. Every dude, unless he just was like a little kid and got raped, and even then that might be true. Every dude, when the first time they have sex with a woman, is nervous because they don't know what to expect. They never did it. You know what I mean? They don't know if they're gonna be good, bad, ugly, whatever. and they don't, and vice versa. The woman probably scared as hell. So imagine you being scared as a 55-year-old person. You're not doing it, dude. You're just not gonna do it.
No.
You're just gonna try to make whatever excuse you gotta
Yeah.
make to why.
Exactly.
You know what? You're not ready. We need to be married. We need to, dude. You're making it, and I'm not trying to downplay the act, but I'm telling you, if you're scared of, like the one girl I'm talking to, she says, you know, don't you fear God? I'm like, yeah, of course I fear God. Well, aren't you trying to get right with God? And I'm like, yo, God know my heart. God know I'm out here trying to struggle and be the best person I can be.
Mhm.
But I can have to be honest with myself.
That's
I'm
true.
33 years old. I'm not sitting around. And I told this girl that I said, I'm not gonna sit around and not and act like I'm good with being celibate in a relationship.
Exactly. And think about this too, because I thought about this morning when we talked about it. I
Yeah.
said, what if you do wait for that woman and you do get married? Let's say you date somebody for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You wait to have sex with her.
Yeah.
What if when you have sex with her, it is trash?
It's probably going to be
Yes.
trash. And it's because it's like y'all haven't done that. Now you might not be emotionally there, and it might be emotionally like freeing, but if it's trash, you're gonna be like, yo,
I waited all this time for this.
and it might be. Now you have to just work on it. That's what I'm saying. Like, why not start off, ladies? If you're gonna be with, that's what I'm saying. Like, pick a guy that you see has good morals, you like him, you find him attractive, and whatever else is a flaw, you'll try to work on. Pick a guy that and just stick with him through everything. Okay. And I'm telling you, if you stick with a guy and you say, yo, you know what? He's fucking trash in bed. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna teach him teach him what you want done to you. It ain't rocket science, but it ain't fucking 1+1 either.
That's true.
Okay. You need to teach men what you like and how to do it.
The thing is, how do you know what you like if you haven't?
You know what you, well, let me say this. You know what you don't like.
That's true.
If it don't feel right, say, yo, that don't feel right. Do something else.
That's true.
Let's try this. But see, most people we're so sex is so taboo and so forbidden that nobody wants to speak on that we won't go and do that. Nobody wants to take a woman. See, this is the crazy thing. A man will take a woman and say, yo, she's a virgin, she ain't never did this, she never did that. And he say, yo, I'm gonna show you what I like. Do this, do that, and we're gonna work together. I'm gonna build it up. A man, it's funny how a man will be willing to build up a woman to how he want her to do. When you cook my meals, I don't want it too spicy. Don't, next time do it this way. She okay, and she practice on it and get better at it. Why do not women want to do that with men?
We gotta know we gotta know off rip what to do.
I'm gonna give you another example, y'all. I was talking to a girl recently. I said, yo, I think we was flirting. I said something like cute face or whatever. Whoop-de-whoop. And I told her, I said, yo, how about this? This is what I want you to do. I want you to go in your big closet. Dress that you've been wanting to wear, that cute dress. I want you to put it on for me. And I'm going to take you out Sunday at 5:00. Whatever I said, right? She going to say back, I don't feel comfortable with that. I said, you don't feel comfortable with it? Why not? One, I don't let men tell me what to do. And secondly, I don't give out my address. Guys, she said, guys, I don't let guys tell me what to do. So I text her and I told her, I said, yo, well, that's the problem right there. See, you say you tell guys. I ain't no guy. I'm a man. You don't used to a man telling you what to do. I'm not telling you, I'm giving you direction. Telling you, you are gonna do. No, I'm not. I'm giving you direction. I need you to go do this, this, and this. If you can't follow directions, then this ain't gonna work. And I said, and she said, well, I said, let me upgrade you because you need to get upgraded. And that's why just being some slick, funny shit, right? Mm-hmm. she gonna say, well, how you gonna upgrade me? And I ain't saying nothing back. And then she said, do you have a car? Do you have a home? Do you have this? She started naming material things.
Mhm.
Now I said, I'm working on it. And she said, well, how can you upgrade me? If I have a car, I have a home. You don't have those things. You can't do nothing for me. And I said, well, I said, you think only a man and what materialistic things he brings to the table is what value he has? I said, a man brings structure, brings clarity. He brings, uh, protection. He brings a lot of different things to the fold. And yes, does he bring financially providing? He can, but that's not all he brings. So I said, and I told you, I said, why are you acting like that? She said, I dealt with men who didn't have a job, who didn't have a car. So what you're telling me is you dealt with ain't shit motherfuckers who didn't have nothing to bring to you, but you dealt with them. Cool. And she said, and I'm not doing that. I have standards. Da da da. I said, I never told you I didn't have a job. I said I'm working on it. And so I said, so now you know that I'm working on it. I said, would you still want to go out? She said, no. I said, cool. And then I commenced to telling her everything I do have. I said, you know what? I do have a car that I own. I do have 3 homes that I own. I said, and I have a lot of investments that I own. You keep letting your mindset stop you from finding good men, good quality dudes. So hopefully this is a lesson for you to stop going off on material things and go off of something of quality that actually their genuine self, their energy, their vibe, their character. Good luck, deuces. Now she texted me back something. I never read it. I didn't even care what she said. But I just want y'all to know it's not so much the material stuff. That's the low, what do you call it? The low hanging fruit. Yeah. That's what everybody thinks is important.
Yeah. It'll come.
Yeah.
That stuff will come.
But like I'm saying, fellas, a woman, if you get that nice car, you get that nice house, you get the nice clothes, the jewelry, all that shit, she's gonna like that. She's gonna be attracted to that. But on the real thing, she ain't gonna respect shit about you. If you ain't a man to stand on what you talking about, got good character, got good vibe, you respect her, you know what I mean? You treat her with respect and got good charisma, know how to talk to a woman. That's what she gonna be attracted to. That fucking suit or the newest shoes or the jewelry, that ain't shit.
It's not.
It ain't shit, dude. And the people and the dudes who think it is, you the problem. Get your money, dude. I'm not telling you don't get the bag.
That's true.
Get the bag over going out there trying to get women. For real. But when you are dealing with a woman, don't let her trick you, dude. Don't let her. You got to set the boundaries. You got to check her ass. That's just real talk. And check her with respect. Check her with love. You ain't got to check her like, bitch, I fucking told you. Because you see a lot of emotional men doing it that way. They're trying to emulate a man, but they don't know how to because they're so feminine. Check her in a respectful tone and say, look, we don't do that over here, baby. All right? That ain't how we going to move. If you going to move that way, we ain't going to be continuing with this. And then you put it in her court now. I told you what I'm going to allow and what I'm not going to allow. You're being the man by giving her direction, giving her guidance. Now, if she don't like that, that ain't the woman for you, and you ain't the man for her. Because for whatever reason, she can't grasp the guidance and the knowledge you giving her, the game you giving her. You know what I mean?
True, yeah.
She gonna fight. If she fighting with you right now over simple stuff of how you gonna talk to each other, what do you think gonna happen when it's real stuff like buying a house or putting an investment down or having to go where the kids go to school? She gonna fight you tooth and nail with everything.
Exactly. And won't even know why.
Because she don't respect you.
Exactly.
So you gotta know, don't, like he said, don't argue with women. I'm not arguing with you no more, dude. That's over. If you arguing, she don't want to be around you. That's what it comes. That's what you telling me.
Exactly. This is what it's gonna be. You're gonna be bad. You're gonna feel. I had to learn that too. I had to tell my significant other, this is what it is. You're gonna be mad about it.
And she might hit you with the crocodile tears.
Yeah.
Throw that shit in the garbage.
Yeah.
All right. Them tears is fake as hell. They a manipulation tactic. You know what I mean?
And ladies, y'all really gotta stop doing that. Because one of these days, you really gonna be crying. And
I'm cold blooded. I'm not hearing it.
I'm telling you, women cry in front of me. I'm just like.
But see, you know where it come from? I'm gonna tell you where it come from. When men get tricked by the tears, that's men who are sensitive because of their mother. They sensitive because of their mother, and they don't, no man will see their mother in tears.
Of course not.
That right there, you're gonna. It's no. I'm telling you two things that all men fall for every time: they mother crying, and they daughter crying. Them get them every time because men are providers. Men want to protect the woman. So when they see them crying, it's only natural for us to be like, yo, I don't want my daughter, my princess crying, my whatever. But these women, these bitches, they will use that shit because they know it works. It worked for their daddy. It worked for their grandpa. Guess what happened? They uncle, it's going to work for you. Don't be fooled. All right. Hey, man, if y'all like this content, go and hit that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Share it. All right. If we can give y'all any knowledge, and we appreciate y'all, man. If you want to donate to the channel, you know what it is, man. The Social Norm Podcast, Cash App. We thank y'all. Keep the lights on up in this mug. I don't know, man. We pretty much got what we want to do. Any last words you got to say, Means?
No, I think it's been covered today.
All right. So you all born again Christians, you born again virgins. I'm praying for y'all. I am. And I know the girl I'm talking to right now, I enjoy her company. I really do.
Yeah, I can see the difference.
But I'm smitten over her, dude. I really like her. I really do like her. But I told her that ain't gonna happen with me. I'm just not gonna be that dude. I can't lie to you. Old me would have lied and told her, yeah, we could be, I could wait till marriage. We could do this, and I'll respect you, and I'll do that. And I guess what I would have done every day, I would have been trying to maneuver to swindle her into having sex. I'm not doing that.
I mean, it's totally off the table whatsoever. Like nothing.
I don't know if it's off the table. It's off the what? No, yes, it's off the table for me to go in a relationship and be celibate. Yes.
I'm talking about for her too.
I don't know. She's saying she wants to do this, but I'm telling her I'm not going to put myself in that position. You want to do that? I understand. We can be friends. We can, I'll see you when I see you. I can hang out with you occasionally, whatever, on some fun stuff. But I'm not going to treat you in a romantic way because it's only going to lead to more frustration for me.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
It's painting you in a corner.
It's putting me in a corner, and all I'm going to do is end up being frustrated with you because I want something that you can't give me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And in a relationship, you're supposed to be willing to give what the other person needs. That's what it's true. So, and when I say this, men, make sure your needs are getting met. If your needs ain't getting met, I don't care what you say, you will never give her everything she needs. You're gonna eventually, because you're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be frustrated because you're gonna like give her what she needs, and then you're not getting something, and then guess what's gonna happen?
You're gonna resent her.
You're gonna resent her, and you're gonna stop doing that bullshit.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I don't know. I just want to point that out. All right, y'all. We out this bitch. We'll see y'all Monday, possibly.
Yes.
We'll see his schedule looking like. And we got some videos that we're gonna drop in a little bit. Just give me a little bit more time, man. I gotta get this editing thing mastered. All right, I'm out. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Nigga! That's gotta be racist.